is division. In this question also there are 4 questions. I will do 2 of them. The other 2 you should do as homework. Okay. The first question is 753 divided by 6. First write 753 divided by 6. You know this is the divisor, this is the dividend. Okay. Since the divisor consists of only one digit, we take the one digit from dividend. That is take 7. Since 7 is greater than 6, divide 7 by 6. 7 divided by 6. How many times 6 in 7? 1 time. Write 1 here and 6 here. Then subtract 7 minus 6 is 1. Then carry down the next digit, that is 5. Now this becomes 15. This dividend, now the new dividend is 15. So divide 15 by 6. How many times 6 in 15? 2 times. 6 into 2 is 12. So 2 times. So write 2 here in the quotient. Then 12 below 15. Then subtract. 5 minus 2 is 3. Then carry down this 3 here. Now the new dividend becomes 33. Now divide 33 by 6. How many times 6 in 33? 5 times. 6 into 5 is 30. 6 into 6 is 36, which is greater than 33. So 6 into 5. So write 5 here and 30 below 33. Then subtract. 3 minus 3 is 3. Then what is 125? 125 is the quotient. 125 is the quotient. 3 is the remainder. So while dividing 753 by 6, we get the quotient as 125 and the remainder 3. Okay? C part. 7328 divided by 64. 7328 divided by 64. Here the divisor consists of how many digits? 2 digits, 6 and 4, 2 digits. Okay. So we take 2 digits, first 2 digits from the dividend. Here the first 2 digits is 73. So divide 73 by 64. How many times 64 in 73? 1 time. So write 1 here. 64, write 64 below 73. Then subtract. 13 minus 4 is 9. Then carry down the next digit 2. 92. Then divide. The new dividend is 92. Then 92 divided by 64. How many times 64 in 92? 64 into 1 is 64 into 1 is 64. 64 into 2 is 128. 64 into 3 is 192. 64 into 4 is 256. 64 into 5 is 320. Here the number is 92. 92 divided by 64. 64 into 2 is 128, which is greater than 92. So we take 64 into 1 equal to 64. So 64, how many times 64 in 92? 1 time. Write that 1 here. Write 64. Then subtract. It becomes 8, 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 minus 6 is 2. Then carry down this number 288. Look here. Then we have to divide 288 by 64. Which number is just below 288? 256. 320 is greater than this number. So we take this one. How many times 64 in this number? 4 times. So write 4 here, 256. Then subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2, 8 minus 5 is 3, 32. Here the answer is quotient equal to 114 and remainder equal to 32. Okay. Then let us move on to the next topic, properties of multiplication. First property is multiplicative property of what? This property states that, look here, what is 5 into 1? 5 into 1 equal to 5 itself. 95 into 1 equal to 95 itself. 1243 into 1 equal to 1243. From this we can say that when a number is multiplied by 1, we get the number itself. That is, if 5 is multiplied by 1, we get 5 itself. If 95 is multiplied by 1, we get 95 itself. If 1243 is multiplied by 1, we get 1243. That is, when a number is multiplied by 1, we get the number itself. Isn't it? This property is the multiplicative property of 1. So, the first property of multiplication is multiplicative property of 1. This property states that when a number is multiplied by 1, we get the number itself. The second property is multiplicative property of 0. Multiplicative property of 0. Similarly in this case, we can say that, what is 5 into 0? 5 into 0 is 0. 95 into 0 is 0. 1243 into 0 is 0. That is, when a number is multiplied by 0, the product is 0. Here 5 into 0 is 0, 95 into 0, 0, 1243 into 0, 0. Any number into 0 equal to 0. That is, when a number is multiplied by 0, the product is 0. This is the multiplicative property of 0. Okay. The first property is multiplicative property of 1. The second property is multiplicative property of 0. Is 5 into 1 equal to 5. 5 into 0 equal to 0. This is the multiplicative property of 1 and this is the multiplicative property of 0. The third property is commutative property of multiplication. The third property is commutative property. That is, look here. What is 2 into 3? 2 into 3 is 6. Then, what is 3 into 2? 3 into 2 is also 6. Then, what is 12 into 10? 12 into 10 is 120. What is 10 into 12? That is also 120. 12 into 10, 120. 10 into 12, 120. Okay. Here we change the order. Here we write 12 first, then 10. Here we write 10 first, then 12. That is, we change the order in writing the numbers. Okay. That is, from these we can say that we can multiply two numbers can be multiplied in any order. Two numbers can be multiplied in any order. That is commutative property. Okay. Commutative property states that two numbers can be multiplied in any order. Here the two numbers 2 and we take 2 and 3. 2 into 3 is 6. If we change this order, that is 3 into 2, that is also 6. That is, two numbers can be multiplied in any order. That is the commutative property. Okay. The fourth property is associative property. Associative property. Look here. We have to multiply three numbers 1, 2 and 3. First I am going to multiply this number in this order. First multiply 1 into 2, then into 3. What is the answer? According to Boltzmann, we multiply the number within brackets, that is 1 into 2. 1 into 2 is 2. Then multiply that answer by with the 3, isn't it? That is 2 into 3 is 6. Then I change this, I am going to change this order. That is 1 into 3 into 2. That is, first multiply 1 into 3, then the answer with 2. 1 into 3 is 3. 3 into 2 is 6. That also 6. Then 1 into 2 into 3. Here also I change the order of numbers. That is, first multiply 2 into 3. 2 into 3 is 6. 6 into 1 is 6. The answer is the same. Isn't it? That is, the three numbers can be multiplied in any order. We can multiply three numbers in any order. We get the same answer. That is associative property. Okay. So, associative property states that three numbers can be multiplied in any order. If we multiply three numbers in any order, we get the same answer. That is the associative property. Okay. The first property is multiplicative property of 1. Then the second one, multiplicative property of 0. Third property, commutative property. The fourth one is associative property. The last property is distributive property. Look here. Multiply 18 into 98. In order to multiply these two numbers, we can split the larger number as 98. 98 can be written as 98 equal to 100 minus 2. Split 98 as 100 minus 2. Then here we can write this as 18. Write this 18 into 98 is 100 minus 2. 100 minus, right? 100 minus 2 within brackets. Okay. For easy multiplication, we split the larger number like this. Okay. 18 into 100 minus 2. Then in this multiplication, we distribute this multiplication over this subtraction. Multiplication, first distribute this into 100, then 18 into 2. So here we distribute this multiplication over subtraction. Here we multiply 18 into 100 first. 18 into 100. Then write this symbol minus 18 into. Then multiply 18 with 2. 18 into 2. Okay. 18 into 100 is 1800 minus 18 into 2 is 36. 1764. This is distributive property. This is distributive over subtraction. Once again, in this case, we split this larger number. Here the larger number is 98. Split 98 like this, 100 minus 2. Then write 100 minus 2 instead of 98. 18 into 100 minus 2. Here we distribute this multiplication for these two numbers. Distributive property. Distributive property of multiplication. Distribute. So we distribute multiplication. Here we distribute this multiplication for 102. That is 18 into 100. This symbol is minus, so write minus here. Then 18 into 2. Then 18 into 100 is 1800. Minus 18 into 2 is 36. Then 1764. This is distributive property over subtraction. Consider another example. 24 into 125. Here the larger number is 125. 125. Split this number. How we can split this? 125 equal to 100 plus 20 plus 5. Isn't it? Then 24 into 125. 24 into, instead of 125, we can write this as 100 plus 20 plus 5 within bracket. Isn't it? Here, we distribute this multiplication to 100, 20 and 5. Clear? Here we distribute this multiplication to 100, 20 and 5. In this case the symbol is plus. Here we add these numbers. So we distribute this multiplication over addition. How we can find the product? First we multiply 24 with 100, then with 20, then with 5. Okay, how we multiply? First multiply 24 with 100, 24 into 100 plus, then 24, here there is a plus sign, so write plus here, then multiply 24 with 20, 24 into 20 plus, here there is a plus sign, so write plus here, then 24 into 5 equal to 24 into 100 is 2400 plus 24 into 20 is 480 plus 120. This is equal to 3000. This is distributive property of multiplication over addition. Here there is a plus sign. So distributive over addition. This is the distributive property. Okay. So these are the 5 properties of multiplication. What are the properties? First one is multiplicative property of 1. This property states that when a number is multiplied by 1, the product is the number itself. Multiplicative property of 0. Second property, multiplicative property of 0. When a number is multiplied by 0, the product is 0. Then the third one is commutative property. This property states that we can multiply two numbers in any order. That is, if we multiply two numbers in any order, the answer will be the same. The fourth one is associative property. This property states that we can multiply three numbers in any order. That is, if we multiply three numbers in any order, we get the same answer. Okay. The last property is distributive property. We can distribute, in distributive property, in order to find multiplication, we split the larger number for multiplication easily. Then distribute multiplication over addition or subtraction. Okay. These are the 5 properties of multiplication. Did you get it? Thus I conclude today's class. Thank you.